Total value locked, TVL, the amount of crypto assets locked in a protocol. Why this data on Cardano is the most pertinent data that we can track today. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you for coming by. We're going to talk about this data point that is probably the most crucial to watch in relation to Cardano. It gives us probably the best clues in terms of where Cardano is going and what is next. What is ahead for ADA's future? This is Cardano on the daily chart. We have a red daily candle, a little bit of a consolidation right now. Not going to do too much technical analysis. We'll take the last couple of minutes of this video just to do a brief update, and maybe I'll do an actual longer form update in another video. But let's talk about this total value locked. I don't think I've done an actual just full video on this, and everything that I'm about to say, I just want to put this out there. It's my opinion. I know that I'm extremely bullish on Cardano. I know that this comes off as like a presentation, a pitch, and it's not to sell anyone on Cardano. It really is not. I have such a strong interest in Cardano and its ecosystem. This is just data I'm tracking. It's data I'm getting excited about. I'm just kind of along for the ride, just with you, just like you are. And I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. I know what I'd like to see happen next. And I think we're all in that same boat, right? We're just tracking this journey. So if I sound excited, if I sound like I'm trying to pitch people and shill Cardano, it's just because I'm just heavily interested in what is transpiring here, which is the growth of Cardano. And you all know that. So let's talk about this. Total value locked, 416 million. This is including governance tokens staked. Now, I'm going to break this down the best I can. Let me start here by just kind of going back to outside of Cardano. These are just all chains in terms of TVL. Ethereum sitting up here at number one with 139 billion. Luna sitting at 26 billion. That is a lot. Couple things. Scrolling down, Cardano making its way up now at 21. I think the last time I did a video it was 23. Slowly making its way up, 414 million total value locked. So almost in the top 20, which is actually pretty cool to see as we continue to track this all the time. But 414 million. Wow. That's like a really big gap in terms of the top two. Ethereum at 139 billion and 26 billion for Luna. People might say, wow, Cardano's looking like a loser here. And I just want to I can't stress this enough. This is exactly what attracts me so much to Cardano. Just even from an investment standpoint, is that spread. It's like the most intriguing investments for me are those early stage investments. And Cardano being a top 10, the fact that it's still an early stage opportunity, in my view, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a top 10 crypto, a very well-known crypto with a huge community, the biggest behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. But you're getting it in this season of its growth where it's still, in my opinion, very undervalued. And the spread in market cap, if we go over to coinmarketcap.com, the spread in market cap from Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So 371 billion market cap for Ethereum, Cardano 36 billion. So 10x behind Ethereum. That alone is I think an illustration of the undervalued piece for Cardano. But now we have this new data as Cardano DeFi coming online, and that is to say the spread of the spread between Ethereum, Luna, TVL, and Cardano. And this is to say that I think Cardano is going to eat away at that spread pretty quickly. So right now, and you can see if we go actually, let's click into Cardano real quick. Cardano number 21, we can click into it. Here's the chart. This was just, let's see, let's go back right here, January 22nd, just, a couple months ago. Cardano sitting at 95 million TVL, and it's just been a steady growth ever since then, right? 414 million as I do this video. Now, here are some of the protocols that have kind of lent themselves to this growth. Min Swap kind of just taking its spot in number one on this list, Sunday Swap, Meld, Muesli Swap, and 8x Pro, Meow Swap, Finance. These are all on this list. And you can just see there's not a big list here. And so the path to, we're at 414 million now. The path to a billion is going to be exciting. And that's going to happen, I think, pretty quickly. The path to a billion total value locked. And then we're going to be tracking to 5 billion and then 10 billion. And we're going to see this network grow. And if we go back to the chain, all chains data, we're at 21 right now for Cardano TVL. Once it hits a billion, it's going to be basically right in the top 15. And once it surpasses 2-3 billion, we're talking about Cardano at the top 10 in TVL. So the most intriguing data with what we're talking about here is the fact that if we go to CoinMarketCap, Cardano right now is number 7. It's number 7, and it's ahead of Luna, which is at number 8. Why that is so interesting to me is because Cardano is ahead of Luna in market cap, right? But so far behind in TVL. What is going to happen? And this is the overall question. What is going to happen when Cardano, makes its way up this list in terms of total value locked? And I really think it's going to. I think it's going to happen quickly and catches up to Luna, right? What's going to happen in terms of market cap, in terms of just value of Cardano in general when we're talking about the charts? And we've been tracking, and this is a monthly chart on Cardano. We've been tracking so many different data points and different on-chain metrics. We've been tracking, wallets and addresses and how long hodlers have been holding Cardano. We've been tracking all these on-chain metrics. We've been tracking the story of Cardano on the monthly from a fundamental milestone perspective. And I'm talking about, there's the Shelly hard fork, Mary hard fork. Here's Alonzo introducing the Goguen era and smart contracts, and the Vassal hard fork coming up, working on throughput, scalability, going to really increase the transactions per second on Cardano, and it's going to allow Cardano to keep this thing growing, right? It's going to allow Cardano to grow what we're tracking here, which is TVL, and the network to grow, and these innovative projects to come online. I think about Genius Yield. That's not on this list yet, and there's going to be many more. I think about JED, the algorithmic stablecoin for Cardano. That is not released yet. We're waiting on Cody. I think they're in their final security checks to issue the JED stablecoin. Not exactly sure when that's going to come out, but this is just, the story is playing out so well, and it's all happening as all of these technical milestones are implemented and they're working, right? Each time it works. Most of the time it seems slower than people want. Crypto seems like a very fast-paced environment. People that are out there looking into other cryptos, they just want things right away, right? It's just, they want gains right away. They want news right away. They want implementation right away. But Cardano is just like, hey, we're going to take this, scientific, research-backed approach, and we're going to do this right. We're going to solve the trilemma in crypto, and that trilemma being decentralization, scalability, and security. And they're doing it step by step. And now we're coming online here. Total value locked is kind of just at its early stage, and the tracking this journey as Cardano moves its way up into this list. And there's no guarantees that Cardano will succeed. There's no guarantees. Something terrible could happen. I don't know, especially from a technical standpoint. Who knows what could happen with any protocol? Crypto is a very volatile, risky space. But I do know, in terms of my own risk appetite, I think Cardano is such a good play. And that's why I'm excited about it. And I'm really excited just to be in the space. It's fun just creating content and stepping outside of just, the regular day-to-day running recruiting firm stuff that I do, and creating this content. So those are my thoughts on total value locked. It's a story that we're going to just keep talking about and keep tracking. Now, going over to the daily chart, I just want to note, this is fine for me right now. I'm keeping an eye on it. I want to do an update a little bit later. Maybe we get some more, another 6 hour candle or something in play, see what happens, where that goes. Right now, there's only 10 minutes left on the current 6 hour candle on this chart. Also want to see how the daily chart closes, what the next daily candle does when it opens. I think that could be helpful. But end of the day, if we're looking at a daily chart, let's go over to the daily chart. We know what we're waiting for. We're waiting for this 20-day moving average to kind of make its way up above the 50-day, that green line above the blue line. And in that happening, and historically, this is just the case, oftentimes after getting a nice break through both moving averages, there's a retrace, right? So we have to keep an eye on that retrace to see if we see a higher low support. And we'll dig into that a little bit more in a different video. But that's the update for now. Just tracking it right now. This current daily candle is completely, in my view, commonplace. I'm not concerned by it, but there are some things we'll have to track as this day goes on and maybe as this weekend comes into play. So those are my thoughts on Cardano for today's Friday afternoon video. Let me know your thoughts below. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.